How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. So it is another beautiful morning on the farm. It's a little bit on the cloudy side, but apparently clearing up later on, so that's good. So we are just getting the pickup truck all cleaned up here because this is sadly going up for sale today. I have to say, the whole pickup situation is very much a bittersweet one for me because I really do like this pickup truck, but we are gonna try and get a lovely new home for it. Someone who will take good care of it and yeah, just give it a good life. But yeah, it's a little bit sad that we are gonna sell it because this thing has done so much for us. It's literally got us to where we are today. And it's the pickup that basically built this business. It's hauled most of the equipment that we have here, so, or even had as well. So yeah, it's kind of sad, but I'm also really happy with the pickup that we got to replace it. So that's all good. Anyway, we are going to hop into the new pickup here. And I want to run over and see how the sheep are doing. Because it was obviously their first night on the farm. And I just want to make sure that they are doing okay. And, well, also that they're all there. That would be kind of ideal, that none of them have managed to escape. But yeah, we'll see how they are doing, and then we'll head over to the farmyard, because I think I want to take some stuff to market today. Our money situation is, well, let's just say less than ideal at the moment. I have to say, it's the first time in quite a while that I've been concerned about our financial situation. So, yeah, I kind of want to address that. We don't have much to sell today, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Oh, this one's coming up to say hi by the looks of it. Probably wouldn't run away. I'll just leave that open. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. So, first things first, they are all here. Secondly, they are all alive, and they actually seem quite energetic by the looks of it. They're all running around. They've got water. They've obviously still got the bale, so that's good. Hello, sheepy. Hello. Yeah, so they seem to be, yeah, pretty happy, I would say. They're definitely not looking like they're trying to escape or anything like that, so that's good. I'm quite worried about them, to be honest, and I think it's just because it's new territory for me. I don't really know what I'm doing, and I'm kind of just paranoid and worried about them, but I think they'll be fine. And I'll try and get something worked out for a shelter for them. I know they don't probably need one, but I just kind of feel bad for them, and I want them to have a lovely home here and be really happy. And yeah, hopefully make us a bit of money. So, yeah. Anyway, they are okay, so I feel a little bit better now. I was a bit stressed out about them. But let's head over to the farmyard and see what we're dealing with. I can't remember if it was only one pallet of tomatoes that I packed. I think it was. And then we've got quite a few jars of honey and not much eggs, to be fair. But let's just double check. And we'll probably get that loaded up and taken to Johnson's Farmers Market. I'll just check the prices again, but to be honest, I just sort of default to Johnson's Farmers Market because everyone seems to have their prices very similar to each other. So, yeah. I guess they can sort of see what everyone else is charging as well through the app. So, yeah. It sort of evens things out, which I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but anyway. It is what it is. Right, yeah, so as for honey, there's a few crates there. Not much in terms of eggs. And one pallet of tomatoes. Right, not ideal. And I haven't heard of any jobs coming up from, well, anyone really. So, yeah, we'll probably just have to sort of take it easy with the spending at the moment. Anyway, I am going to get the pallet forks onto the Massey there, and I'll get this loaded up real quick. And I think while I'm at it, I might actually get the spreader hooked up as well. And I think we've still got a little bit of fertilizer in here, so I'll probably have to get that emptied out because I want to go do some liming. And we've got a little bit of lime left in this bag, and we've got a little bit of lime left in the big bag there, so yeah, we'll get that used, but I don't think it's going to be enough. We only need to lime one of the 2 new leased fields. How are you guys doing on food? Not amazing. We'll probably have to give you a bit of food as well. But yeah, I wanna try and get some work done on the leased fields today. That is the plan, at least. Unfortunately, that is gonna cost money, not make any money. But yeah, I haven't, like I said, heard of any other jobs coming up. Hopefully, we'll get a call from the agency or something to make a bit of money. I don't think Jimmy's busy with too much at the moment, so yeah, probably nothing from him. But anyway, we are going to get this loaded up real quick, and I'll see you guys on our way to Johnson's Farmers Market. Well, just check the app, but probably Johnson's Farmers Market. Alright, so we have got everything loaded up and ready to go. So we're on our way to Johnson's Farmers Market. I do like everyone here, so I like popping in every once in a while to say hi. And, are you, yep, okay. So, yeah, I do like dealing with them. We've sort of built up a bit of a relationship with them, and I checked the app, and they are actually priced the best today anyway, so that works out pretty well. So, we are going to get this offloaded real quick, and we get paid on the spot, so that's all good. Hopefully we make a good bit of money. So, yeah, we'll get this offloaded, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, so that is everything offloaded, and unfortunately we didn't get quite as much as I was hoping for, so it was just a smidge under $1,000. I mean, it's not bad, but yeah, I was hoping for a little bit more. Anyway, we are going to head over to Zach, because I saw that he is home, and I want to have a chat to him about that rock picker, because we really need to invest in one. And we kind of need one now for the 2 new leased fields. And yeah, he's got a good one there that has been sitting there for a long time. So I kind of want to see if we can get it for a good price. I don't know. We'll have to see what he says. But hopefully he's awake already. I think it's probably his off day, being home this late. I would say it's probably an off day. Anyway, let's have a chat to him and see what he says. See if we can maybe buy this thing. Alright, well, that conversation didn't quite go as I expected it to. So obviously we came over here to speak to Zach about this rock picker. But about halfway through that conversation, he noticed our new pickup truck. And he had a look around and he absolutely loves it. And I knew he would, because let's face it, that thing is right up his alley. Which sort of begs the question, what on earth was he thinking with this thing? But anyway, naturally, he wanted to know what was going to happen with the other pickup truck, the Ford. And I said to him, well, it actually went up for sale this morning. So he wanted to know how much. And I said to him, well, in an ideal world, I would like to get $15,000 for it. But I will let it go for 12. So he said, obviously we're here for the rock picker, and in an ideal world, he would like to get 10,000 for it, but he'll let it go for 8. So what we decided on doing is we basically take the rock picker away. He throws $4,000 on top of that, and he takes the Ford. And obviously I was not going to say no to that deal, because I mean, it's Zach. I was never going to charge him $15,000 for it in the first place. And also, we're getting a good deal. But most of all, the Ford is going to a great home. I mean, it is going back home. I was really hoping to find a really nice home for it. And honestly, who better than Zach? I mean, it was his to begin with. And it's all his handiwork that made it look the way that it looks today. Sort of its former glory. So I can't be happier, and Zach is absolutely ecstatic. So that worked out brilliantly. We got our rock picker, and he gets his truck back. So yeah, that was perfect. And honestly, I really, really hope that he'll get rid of whatever that is. So yeah, we will come over here and get the rock picker a little bit later on. We don't need it immediately, but we will need it later on today. Although, I did look at the forecast and apparently we are getting a bit of rain later today. So I want to try and get a bit of work done before that happens because I don't know how long it'll last. And Zach will head over to the dealership later on and pick up the Ford. So I'm very excited for him. I've actually never seen him that excited for anything really. He's super stoked about it, and yeah, I'm glad it's going back to him. So I want to head out to those fields, and what I did is I got the fertilizer out of the spreader, and I got lime in there, all of the lime that we have, and it didn't even top it up. It's close, but it's not quite full, so we'll probably have to go to the shop and get some more lime. But I got the spreader obviously connected up there, and I shouldn't really have done that because the one field will need cultivating first. So I'll get that disconnected, then we'll get the cultivator here hooked up, and we really need to invest in a better cultivator this season. But anyway, it's only a grass field, so that'll do for now. And we'll get the field cultivated, then we'll probably get both fields rock picked. And then after that, I'll get the lime onto the one field, and we'll probably roll both fields for a nice seed bed. So that at least is the plan. So what we're going to do is we are going to jump into a real quick time lapse, and we're going to get these fields knocked out. So for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Waking up this morning, waking up before it's getting 9. Kinda heavy on my shoulders, tracking down some moments back in time. I could swore that I was in it, down to every minute. Don't know what I was sipping, but I felt like I was doing fine. Oh my. Turns out that I just got a little bit south, just a little bit north of the Georgia line. Do it again. Little too much southern comfort, hanging with my friends, all playing games. We all started at a full house, ended up just me and good old James. I could swore that I was winning, kinda had a feeling. Last thing I remember, I was drinking till the moon shined. Oh my. Turns out that I just got a little bit south, just a little bit north of the Georgia line. May not know just where I'm at, no idea when I'll get back. There's so much you just can't explain. No, I'm not one to lose control, but I don't really care at all how it ends or where it begins. And I'll do it again. May not know just where I'm at, no idea when I'll get back. There's so much you just can't explain. No, I'm not one to lose control, but I don't really care at all how it ends or where it begins. And I'll do it again.
Why, when you're away, do I miss you? Is it just because I can't kiss you? Is it dishes in the sink or the lack of a wink? or just because I love my life with you. I ran with you through our high school halls. You're the prettiest girl there ever was. Annie, darling, you're so sweet, and I'm so glad we had the chance to meet you. Caught my eye and you held my stare. I haven't broken it yet for over 50 years. Thanks for letting me lay by your side, and all those kisses every night. Wow, when you're away, do I miss you? Is it
All
just
right,
me?
well, that is job done, and goodness me, that was quite the job. So I ended up fertilizing the one field as well, so I came back and got the bag that we had here, but there wasn't too much in it, so I had to go to the shop and buy another bag as well. Zach's money cleared into the account, so that's all good, and I think he has already picked up the truck, and he did indeed. And yes, I'm driving in the middle of the road on purpose because this rock picker is offset, so I don't want to be taking out any signboards or anything next to the road. But yeah, that was good fun, and we really have a good base now to grow some proper high quality grass there. It was a lot of work, but yeah, I think it's about as good as it will get. And it was quite handy to have the trailer, to have everything loaded up on there and not having to drive up and down all the time. Oh, hang on. Hello. Alright, well, that was Mr. James Miller. And he phoned up because he has a little bit more information regarding that logging company. So firstly, I was able to get a price, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Secondly, he sent me a picture of an aerial photograph of this place outlining the property line. So I wanted to come out here and have a look and see what all of that actually means, because it's all good and well seeing an aerial shot, but it doesn't really tell you how usable that property is. So we also spoke a little bit about the business model that they were running here, but we'll get to that in a little bit as well. One thing that I do know is that at the moment the business is completely paused. It's on hold. They are not operating at the moment. They were operating up until very recently, but not at the moment, which is slightly concerning, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. So as for the property line, from that bridge there's a little river running down there, and that is the property line, and it's fairly wide down here. I think it sort of narrows up towards the top by the looks of it, and then widens up again after another little creek that's up that side, but we'll have a look out there in a second. So on this side of the road, that little pathway there is the property line, and that sort of wraps around this little bit here, and it's quite easy to see it actually, because you can follow the tree line and see exactly where the property runs. So that little pathway there, that is the property line running all the way around. So it's a decent sized property. It's actually not bad at all. So this all runs down and again sort of narrows up a little bit, but there's a little bridge and a creek down there, and then after that it sort of widens out on the left hand side of the road. On the right hand side there's not much property there. There's a little bit, but not a huge amount. But one thing I already noticed is it seems like the property isn't like used as efficiently as I imagine it could be. I mean, I'm definitely no expert. Oh, nice little creek down there. Lovely. Yeah, I'm no expert, but the spacing and everything between these trees just don't look right. I mean, they don't have enormous canopies, so I imagine they could be used or spaced a lot more efficiently. I don't know. I'll have to find out. Maybe they've been cutting out trees already in between. That could be it, but yeah, I don't know. It just seems odd. Anyway, so this piece of property here is fairly big. So that runs all the way down there, and then there's a road back here that sort of cuts it off, and that would be the end of the property. So not a bad size at all. You sort of see the road in the distance there coming down, and basically where the tree line ends there, that is where the property ends. So this is quite an impressive piece of property. It really is. There's a lot more space here than what I initially thought there was. So price-wise, obviously the price includes all of this land and also all of the equipment that is sitting up where we're parked. Now they want $400,000 for this. And it is a lot of money, but again, it is kind of a running business, but that is a slight concern because the business is on hold at the moment. I don't know if the bank will still see it as a running concern because, well, it's not running. But I did speak to James about the way that they operated the business, and how it worked was they would basically process the trees as much as they could over here, which meant obviously cutting them down and then cutting to size and debranching them. And then they would then sell it off to James. And he did say that if we were to purchase this business and this property, we can operate on the same model, which means we can walk in on day one. And I don't know about generating a profit, but definitely generating an income. So the bank might look at that and go, fine, that is basically a running concern then, because we have everything we need and we can generate an income from day one. So that is kind of what I am hoping for anyway, because I am very interested. $400,000 is a lot of money, but it is a lot of property and it's a lot of equipment, and it's very specialized equipment, which is of course very expensive equipment. So what I want to do is I want to contact the bank probably tomorrow, and I want to give them all of the information. I'll have to speak to the owner a bit more and possibly James a bit more, get as much information as I can, and I want to send them through everything with a basic business plan as well that I'll work on tonight, and I can always give them a detailed business plan a little bit later on, but I want to get the ball rolling as quickly as possible and see if we at least can get pre-approval for this. So we don't have to make a final decision just yet, but at least then we'll know that we can do this if we really wanted to. So it's a big undertaking, but I think I kind of want to do this. I don't want to get my hopes up until I know what the bank says. That's why I sort of want to get pre-approval and then we can make a final decision. But I think it'll be really good. It'll be a very, very steep learning curve, but I think we can do it. I think it'll be good. So yeah, that is basically that with regards to this place, and I'm quite impressed with the property because just about all of it is usable, which is perfect. I mean, I'm not even sure I'll use all of it for logging. We might even use some of it for arable, although it's very, very far away from all of our equipment at the farmyard, so scratch that idea. Probably won't do that. But yeah, I don't know. It's also the sort of thing that can be developed, and maybe someday we can even run our own mill. And yeah, take it from there. I don't know. There's endless possibilities with something like this. But anyway, unfortunately we have a bit of rain coming in very shortly, at least according to the forecast. So we're probably not going to get much else done for today. So I'll head back home and take it easy and work on that business plan so that I can at least get the ball rolling tomorrow. But that is going to be it for today, guys. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you all next time.